1, 2, 3. How many are we counting?
When Oscar Portillo was growing up in El Salvador, he knew he wanted more from his education. The oldest of 8 children, Oscar's father sent him to live with his uncle so he could realize his dream.
I just wanted to go to high school and graduate from high school. I'm the first person in my family to graduate from high school. And once I started doing that and liking studying just in general, I wanted to go to college as well.
Today, Portillo is an ESOL teacher at Earl B. Wood Middle School. A graduate of Wheaton High School, he earned his degree from Middlebury College in Vermont, thanks to the assistance of College Tracks, a program that turns dreams of college into a reality for students who might not have the necessary support to get there.
When I got to College Tracks, they started talking to me about possible scholarships that could apply to just because I'm Hispanic or because I speak Spanish or because so many possibilities, yeah. So they talked to me about possible scholarships I could apply to, and they also helped me with the whole application process.
Portillo attended Middlebury on a Gates Millennium Scholarship that covered all of his expenses. Stories like his is what inspired Nancy Leopold to create College Tracks. It started in 2003 when she and some of her friends who had children at Bethesda Chevy Chase High School heard stories from their friends who were having difficulties applying to college.
And what they shared in common was that they didn't have anyone at home to help them. And the college admissions and financial aid process has gotten very, very, very complicated. So these kids were in real trouble. They had, without anyone to help and guide them, and without the money to hire an independent college consultant, they were stuck.
And those students were anything but average. Leopold says all were top-notch students, some in AP and IB classes, and as she puts it, all dressed up with no place to go.
And so we thought, in that way that all good ideas start, we can do something about this. So we went to the administration and to the counselors at the school, and we said that we would like to help solve this problem, and we'd like to, with their permission, meet with kids after school 1 day a week. And that's how it started.
College Tracks currently operates in 2 Montgomery County high schools, Wheaton and Bethesda Chevy Chase.
All right, I'm going to get the worksheets for you.
Staff and volunteers guide students through the complex, deadline-driven application process and also help them with getting scholarships. There are about 600 students currently enrolled in College Tracks, and more than 2,600 have been through the program since it first started.
Last time we met, we talked about some of the colleges that you might...
Steve Sayer is one of the 70 College Tracks volunteers. He says he's motivated by the need of equal access for the whole spectrum of high school seniors.
And they're invariably very, very motivated, and many of them very accomplished kids. But they come out of different kind of school systems. They've been taught in a different language. They've had different kind of responsibilities in the home. Many times they are responsible for a younger sibling, or they're responsible for shopping for the family. The idea of college has always been elusive for them, and we try to turn it into a really concrete goal and something that they can get excited about and ultimately achieve.
I didn't realize how big of a process this was, but as I came to College Tracks, they really helped me understand each process and how things have to be done. So right now I'm in the process of filling out the financial aid papers and everything.
During the weekly workshops, we just go through the different parts of the application process, making a resume, like learning how to look up colleges through websites like College Board, and then like making your Naviance account so you can have a list of colleges that you're thinking of applying to.
Giselle Gonzalez graduated from BCC High School in 2015 and is now a freshman at McDaniel College. She heard about College Tracks from a friend and decided she wanted to find out more. The application process had become overwhelming for Giselle and her parents, who are natives of El Salvador. Her College Tracks advisor helped her decide what school would be a good fit for her and guided her through the necessary steps to get into college.
It's really helpful. I honestly was, at the end of the year, I was there pretty frequently. Even just to stop by and talk, there's someone to go to if you need any help with any of the college things. They kind of help you keep on track. It's oh, you should sign up for this, try out for this scholarship and stuff like that. and they help you through the whole process.
McDaniel College is a big supporter of college tracks. Last year, the school offered $500,000 in scholarships to students in the program.
I have 60 kids here from Montgomery County.
Heidi Riegel is the Dean of Admissions at McDaniel. She says the mission of college tracks hits close to home for her. A first-generation college graduate herself, she recognizes how critical it is to educate those students who might not otherwise have this life-changing opportunity.
The landscape of the country is changing, you know, and the minorities are becoming the majority in a lot of areas, and we want to offer that type of diverse experience within the classroom to our students who are here. It's important to us as educators and as a community. We really want to reflect what the world looks like.
And the statistics tell the story of what happens when those without a college degree go out into the workforce. The unemployment rate is twice that of those with degrees.
You know, the benefits of higher education are just incredible. Productive people, productive families, you get a greater tax base. There's nothing bad that happens. And lots of bad things that happen if people are undereducated.
College Tracks has been around for 12 years now, and the program continues to grow. The County Council recently approved funding for a third location at Watkins Mill High School. That initiative was spearheaded by Councilmember Craig Rice.
A lot of times folks don't know what resources are out there to allow them to be able to go to college. And so having an organization that specifically focuses on a lot of kids who we know are at risk of falling between the cracks and making sure that they're able to get to that next step of college and either a 2-year or 4-year degree. It's just so important.
And the support doesn't stop after the student heads to college. There is also the Success Program, which teaches critical skills in time management, studying, and also monitors each student's progress until they graduate.
We gathered all together, and all the college track students, and we talked, and which was kind of nice. I didn't know many people, so they told me about different things that I should join, and yeah, just kind of hanging out and help me out.
We now have kids we're in touch with who are working for Fortune 500 companies, who have gone to graduate school, who go to law school, kids who, you know, when they were in high school, we weren't even sure this was going to work out. Having faith in them and putting some time and energy and thought into them pays off in these enormous ways.
The work that the College Tracks team does to help these young adults reach their potential can be measured in so many different ways. But the gratitude for the opportunity to realize what was once thought of as impossible is the biggest payout.
One of the things that I get, even from the students, is such gratitude for College Tracks, and that's one of the things that we kept hearing in those scholarship interviews this year. We asked them about College Tracks and the impact that it has made on their lives. They are also thankful. You know, sometimes the kids don't say it to the people who are helping them, but man, did they let us know that they were very thankful for us.
Because it's not only people who go there and give me forms and tell me about scholarships, but they also care for you, and you notice, and they put the human factor into the whole application process and papers and forms. And that's something I'm always going to be grateful for, because I remember when I was in college, it was a new environment, new people, new place, new everything, and I felt out of place. But at the same time, I knew that I had people here back home, here in Wheaton, that I could send an email to them and I could ask for advice. What classes should I take? What should I do? And they will always reply, even at 10 p.m. or 12 p.m. So I'm very grateful.
To find out more about College Tracks, or if you'd like to become a volunteer, visit their website at collegetracksusa.org.